Welcome back, everyone, to another segment of the MCR Mac and Me. My name's TJ. In this segment, I'd like to discuss the conduct of a Democrat representative out of Texas. And I don't have in front of me what district, but I guess we could sarcastically refer to her, because it is a woman, as one of their finest.
Yeah.
She is a woman of color, and she was having a tantrum. And here's what I don't quite understand. I guess there was a hearing about Merrick Garland not appearing before the House, and I guess it involved some DEI practices that the House was going to supposedly get to the bottom of. Okay, and Merrick Garland was like, "I'm not going to show up." You know,
He pretty much said what Steve Bannon said. Only Steve went to prison.
Exactly. Well, you know what? My thoughts exactly. Okay. Well, in any event, this Jasmine Crockett got up, and there's video of her. You can see it on YouTube. You can see it on X. And I'm gonna read her words, because she's all upset about how the Republicans. I think what's really prompting this is a lot of Trump's nominations are going to go into all these different departments and gut this DEI nonsense.
Well, Americans definitely voted for the death of woke.
Yeah, and
including other Democrats.
Yeah, and this Jasmine Crockett. Well, she's not going to go down without a fight, I'll tell you. But this is what she had to say, and she was ranting. I would even tell you, if you see the video, I felt she was out of control. Okay, because she's screaming. This is her words. You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told you that you are going to go and work. This is her still talking. We're going to steal your lives. We are going to rape your lives. That didn't happen. That is oppression. These are her words. We didn't ask to be here. We're not the same.
And you know what? Nobody's asking her to stay.
Yeah. She continues, we're not the same migrants that you all constantly come up against. We didn't run away from home. We were stolen. She continues, so yeah, we are going to sit here and be offended when you want to sit here and act like, and there's ... in the transcript here, and don't let it escape you. That is it, white men on this side of the aisle telling us, people of color on this side of the aisle, that you all are the ones being oppressed, that you all are the ones that are being harmed. I guess DEI. We're just supposed to keep DEI in perpetuity, according to her.
She feels, because of things that happened in the past. Oh, and by the way, let me tell you how those black people got here. They were sold to white people by other black people who conquered them and made them their slaves.
Yeah.
And throughout history, and Elon Musk talked about this, everybody's had their turn over the centuries, but it seems to be only blacks that matter.
I always refer to it as the chip on the shoulder that I cannot do anything about.
Well, I don't, and you know what? I don't care to do anything about it. As far as I'm concerned, she can go straight to hell. We're not going to judge people by their skin color, their sexual orientation, their sexual preferences. That shit's over. Woke is dead. You know what? Go get a job at MSNBC. You might be able to get your foot in the door before Comcast sends you into the Netherlands.
Yeah. And I guess I'm a little pessimistic on this whole topic here, because I'm thinking, if the Democrats don't get this type of conduct under control, I'm not very optimistic about our future, this country.
Well, see, I don't know that they're going to get it under control, because that's how they are. It's like asking my dog not to bark. It's who they are. She's a black supremacist. A skin color is all that matters to her.
The only way to combat this is to obliterate them in the ballot box, in the voting booth, you
Right.
know?
Make
And
her go away.
of course, in doing that, that conduct makes you a racist.
Well,
And
they've decided based solely on your skin color that you're a racist, which of course makes them a racist, but they've got all these little caveats and asterisks they've assigned to themselves of how they can't be racist. That's bullshit.
if this continues, we will balkanize. You know, that's a term from Eastern Europe.
I used to work with a guy, and he said if whites stuck together the way blacks do, and I said white people aren't going to do that because we're not judging people, despite what her fantasy is. We don't judge everyone by their skin color. They do. When I say they, I mean people like her, not black people, but people like her, because they're racist, because they're ignorant. She doesn't realize that she only has that seat because she's black.
One person responded to her on X saying that's a fine thing to hear out of the mouth of someone making $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
You know, I'll never make $200,000 in a year.
I never did.
But you know, and she's the one oppressed.
You know what? That's a terrible way to live your life, thinking you're oppressed when you're so damn privileged. It's ridiculous. I wonder if the people in Haiti think she's privileged, if they would trade places with her.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or Venezuela, or any other of these shitholes around the world.
And I'm gonna say her name again here, Jasmine, Jasmine, Jasmine Crockett, Crockett. You will see her on YouTube, and you can see her on X.
No relation to Davy, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. You can, and you'll see her clip, and I don't know how
I've seen it.
You know, how can you not conclude she was out of control?
Well, she is a child. She has no maturity. Her intellect is immature. Let's just put it that way. Maybe she smoked a lot of weed when she was young, and her brain didn't develop fully.
The screaming, the decibel of her voice, just she was out of control. And of course,
it's like Walmart. She thinks she's good if she has a tantrum in the store and gets loud and shakes her head and does all the bullshit black women do, that they'll get their own way. Well, only it's not going to happen. Those days are gone. Woke is dead, baby.
Well, I guess she's gonna find that out the hard way. But that's all I got.
I hope so.
If nothing else, I was compelled to vent about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're
venting. I have vented. I feel relieved. We'll catch you in my next rant. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.